it's Huff. I'm back again. This is going to be my Pan That palette update. I am panning the Models Prefer Day to Night Shadows palette, which looks like that. Looks like that on the inside. It's kind of a dupe for, try not to blind you, kind of a dupe for the Naked palettes, or one of them. I still have not hit pan. We're in the end of the third month of this challenge. There hasn't been probably a huge change from last time. Some of the shadows, yes, because I stopped using my bronzer as my buffing out shade. So I have been hitting this a little bit more, in particular one shadow, which I will get to. So down this end here we have Deadline. I use that mainly as a brow highlight, sometimes on the lid. Same with Voicemail. I just realised how disgustingly dirty this thing is. Just give it a quick clean. This one here, which is called Overtime, is the one that I've been using most to do buffing out. It's got a fairly, I don't know how well you can see it, but it is getting a bit of a dip in it, but you can see it's got that weird kind of texture which doesn't stop it being used. It's just weird, but you're probably not going to see a hole in it because I tend to use the brush, if I can find it. Really know it, the one time I want to find it, I can't. I was using it not that long ago. I tend to use this brush with it, so it's not like it's going to get a dent as such or a hole, because I use a big fluffy brush with it. And when I use most of the other shadows, I use like a flat shader brush. The only one that I tend to dip into is if I'm using like this one, which I tend to use for my under eye, which is why this one here, which is After Hours, has a dent right there, is from doing that. And also for, things are going everywhere, for deepening up the outside. So yeah, Workaholic hasn't really seen a lot of change. I have used it, same with Coworker and Overachiever. Coffee Break I use a bit, particularly to darken the crease, along with After Hours. Hot Date, I have been known to use that actually to blend out my crease when I want something with a bit more oomph. Same with Happy Hour. It's a relatively light shade. I mean, I notice I tend to use a darker crease shade to blend out with than some people do. Anyway, Downtime I've started using quite a bit. Nighttime I was using to set my liquid eyeliner. Haven't really been doing that so much. Today I'm actually wearing Downtime mostly on the lid, deepened up the crease with Nighttime, and blended out with Overtime, and I can't remember which one I use. I use one of these two for my brow. I've actually done a tutorial of this particular eye look, which I will link down below if you are interested in seeing that. So yeah, I haven't hit pan. Don't look like I'm making a huge amount of progress, but it is the only eyeshadow palette that I have actually been reaching for. I mean, I can see by looking that way at this one here that it is quite a bit lower than the ones around it. But yeah, I'm sure I will eventually get there. I don't actually know how deep these pans are. You know, you get that urge sometimes to like grab something sharp and just stick a hole in it so you can see how far down you actually have to go. I've been very tempted to do that. But I have been curbing myself from doing that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with my Pan That palette. I really need to make more of an effort to actually put makeup on. Just haven't been doing it. So, yeah. Anyway, so that was my Pan That palette update. Leave me a thumbs up if you like Project Pan type videos, and leave me a comment down below. I try to respond to all comments, especially if you're doing a Pan That palette and you don't think I'm following you, or you don't think I've seen it. Just let me know down below and I'll go and have a look, and I'd really like it if you would subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. See ya!